The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Chiefs on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Here's Herbert. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jamar Chase, 26 yards. And the Steelers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I like this focus, though, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. George Karlaftis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. Working out of the gun is Nix. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Herbert now.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Nix.
He finds Hopkins complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut, down to about the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker on target.
And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again.
He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Herbert. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Herbert. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now here comes Kansas City. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On play action, here's Nix.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They toss it down to Pollard.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Keeps himself, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Now it's Nix.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
To throw is Nix. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
To throw, here's Nix.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nix to the air. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards there and a first down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Back to the air with Nix.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Off the play fake, Nix. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Nix.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Nix to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Butker's kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
We'll start
Coach.
up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the fun.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Off the play fake. Here's Nix.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Nix. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
In motion, right one of the tight ends.
Here's Nix once more. Right back to Njoku.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Throwing Nix.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. That is caught.
And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Nix got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Bo Nix.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
But defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Extra point by Bunker is on target.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jamar Chase
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. Look at the big man rumble.
And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Now it's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Nix looking to throw again.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Nix.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Nix to the air.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeAndre Hopkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Herbert now. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jamar Chase.
70 yards.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On play action, here's Nix. That's into the hands of Worthy.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Now it's Herbert.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throw left side complete. That's Rice. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. Nix.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. So the Chiefs now down 31-27. A minute 47 on the clock. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
And that'll be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's got the hook up to Hopkins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw.
Completes to Njoku.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. One final shot. They'll look to throw. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.